I don't have 30 something. All right. I think I am live. Starting a couple minutes early because I was ready and Boyhood 7 just finished. So I think I am live. But early wasn't ready apparently because I had to then turn the mute on. Rookie mistake. Hey, Big Will, what's going on, man? So tonight is really going to be a ramble fest. I've invited a couple people to join me. I don't know if they will or not. They both potentially had other stuff to do. But if you watch the video on John's Comics with Kids, we did a week and a half ago. I was on his channel and we were talking about supplies and his order. He'd ordered from Max Protection and ordered a bunch of stuff. And it started from a conversation I had with him offline, just really asking what he thought of their stuff, what he thought of their boxes, and their supplies, the Max lights, different stuff. I needed to make a supply order. I needed to, you guys can see my whole collection is now a mess here behind me on the floor. And like I had my collection in 11 short boxes plus a little overflow. And I was getting to the point I needed to kind of like, boxes were getting full. I was going to have to like move some stuff around. And I wanted to like move a little bit away from the cardboard. Hey, Comic Books NYC. Hey, Perry. Hey, Rod. And hey, Bear Island. So, yeah, a bunch of people already in the chat. So, I wanted to move a little bit away from the cardboard just because we get brown recluses here. And the more cardboard I have, the more of those damn spiders I find in my house. And they drive me crazy. And plus, I just felt like plastic might be a little better for long-term storage. And really, the Max Protection boxes weren't much more than, they're actually less when you buy them directly from them with the free shipping and stuff than buying the decorative boxes. So I talked to John and, you know, we just talked about it and we actually made a show out of it, just his experience with them. So I decided, I made an order. Hey, Mr. Miracle. Tommy saying debating on whether to do the same thing before he moves to his new place. Yeah. If you gotta like load everything up, we'll get into the what I think of the boxes so far. Obviously, I've just barely started to put some of them together. And I will show you kind of what they are so you can kind of make a decision here. Spiders, you have an understanding they don't come over. I wish. Hey, there's John. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going there? Looks like you got some boxes to unbox.
Oh, I got like everything's a mess, and that's just the nature of that's half my existence is a mess. And then like I clean it up and then I decide I don't like it, then I make a mess again, and then I start again. So no, I was just kind of giving the background on my decision to kind of try the plastic boxes from Max Protection. I have one of the BCW plastic bins. It's really nice. I don't particularly like the handles very well. I do like the lid. I like how sturdy it is and how stackable it is. I don't like the price point. You know, like,
yeah, I've never gotten to buy one of those because it just looks like a real commitment.
Yeah, 20 something a box is my channel's budget collecting for a reason because I have a budget and it's small. So decided to try these. I've actually put a few of them together already. I went with the gray ones for a color choice, mainly because I don't like a lot. I don't even like the reason I go with the decorative cardboard ones is because I don't like the white like boxes everywhere. I feel, and I also feel a little bit like black. It's almost the same thing where it's like dominating in a space. Yeah. Whereas I thought maybe these would be a little less dominating in a space. So I put a few of them together. I'm going to walk everybody through. I got one left to put together. I ordered 5.
I will say, I think it's when I did mine, I don't know if there's an upside down or a right side up to the handles.
I looked on the picture on the website.
Okay. I want to say Bueller corrected me and made me flip all my handles around. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I just looked at the picture on the website and it was like this.
Well, let's look at it's Bueller. I mean, he could
Yeah.
be wrong. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. It's
So,
Bueller.
and I'm gonna get into that. That is maybe my handles. But yeah, so I put a few of these together. I do have a question for you, John. I see like they're a little different than I thought. Maybe just from my impression on the video, is these are really just plastic cardboard, for lack of a better term.
Sure.
I don't think I really registered. I thought they were more of a solid than a corrugated plastic. Not that I or care. That's not exactly what I was anticipating. I do like, I don't know if I can get the angle right. The handles, because it allows you to like that inner flap to like put it inside the handle so that it stays up and stays in place. Like with the cardboard stuff, it's always like falling down a lot of the times, unless it's really tight, which most of the time it's not. So I do really like that about the handles, as well as just the grip on them.
Yeah, and I like the handles are my favorite part for sure. And I do agree, it's not like a heavy, dense plastic. It's definitely a flexible.
I knew it wasn't, because I knew you folded it and like you built it just like you do a regular box. I just didn't quite register that it was like more of the corrugated, which I will show everybody here. And then you can see my other little minor concern right there, actually in that image, which is on these, where the two pieces connect, like it comes all the way around the box. So it's one piece and then they seal it to make the box part. And I think you can see it there. It's like when I folded these, it does have a tendency, like a couple of them, like two of them didn't, two of them did that I folded so far, like folded on both sides of that connection a little bit. So it makes that corner a little wonky. But it's still sturdy. So, I mean, but it does, like you can see it went all the way down. Like, so that is my one little concern with these. And it only did it on two of them, and the other two it didn't do that at all. So it
I'll have to look closer because I didn't see any of that.
Yeah. So, but it's just, and it's really just where the connection is, and it's like where the piece that comes from this side that goes around ends on the inside of the other one is where it did it. And I don't know if I can show that. So you can see that it's just kind of, it still feels like sturdy. I don't think it's going to make like the box weak in that corner. It just does make it a little wonky shape for some reason. So,
yeah. And I mean, on mine, and maybe I'll put my camera over. Maybe this is what you mean? Like one piece will pop up a little higher in one corner. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
like this?
It actually folds almost all the way down the side. Like it makes almost like a double corner.
Huh. I don't think I've had that issue with any of mine yet, but maybe it's the white versus the gray, although that seems silly. It
could have just been this batch, like the way it's sealed, like a couple of them. I mean, like I said, it's still sturdy. It's just like instead of a solid corner, like you get the solid good corner. Like the one corner.
Yeah, it does look a little like it's sticking out a little bit.
Yeah, it's just not quite. Yeah, you can see it, and it's where it's sealed together.
And maybe it's just bad gluing, bad manufacturing on that one.
It could have just been a manufacturing flaw in one little run, because like I got another one, and where's that one? Oh, that's the other one. Like I got. This is the good one. Yeah, and it doesn't really do that at all. So I don't know. But they go together really easy. The handles are super nice. They're real smooth on the inside. You don't have any of that like folded with the cardboard handles folded up in there. And like I said, they also because they're wide enough when they snap in there to catch that inner flap that holds that in place. So.
And that was my big flaw on the older ones I used to have. And I can grab one of those here that's mostly empty, I think. Oh, don't want to have a
careful.
Don't want to have a slab avalanche.
Yeah, don't Kenny.
Yeah. This one doesn't have that ability. So the handle on the inside. I don't know how well this angle is going to be. Let me go this side here. It's just loose.
Yeah.
So like it presses on books if you have just a book next to it. If I put a trade here,
Right.
but it'll definitely cut, and it's the same on both sides. And I will say these I had to cut. So like the groove here, I don't know how this angle is going. I'm getting like all crazy here. I know Bear Island's making fun of my camera work. I had to cut this out. I just used my retractable blade and cut it right out on these older ones that I used to buy. And I even duct taped them for a while just to get them to hold. But then I felt like it was leaving tape marks on everything. So I gave up.
Yeah.
And I just started putting trades there. Hey, my Bueller, man.
Hey there, Bueller. What's going on, man? So, Cobby says he actually puts the painter's tape on to hold those.
I'll be right there.
Oh, you're fine. So, I'm just going to walk through putting one of these together because they come just like this. And if you think it looks like the cardboard boxes, that's because that's exactly what it is. It's just made out of plastic instead of cardboard, and you just fold it together just like you would any of the cardboard boxes. And so, you just fold it up, fold one side through and down. I always get nervous that I'm going to bend it in the wrong place, but of course it's pre-bent. I mean, it's so bend in the right place. I don't know why I do that. I do that with the cardboard too. So,
hello.
Yeah,
you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you well, man. How you doing? Are you getting you're way over that cold now, right?
Oh yeah. That's long gone, buddy.
I haven't heard you coughing in any videos for a while.
That's right. Of course, I've been keeping my videos like really short. They're like 5 or 6 minutes long. It's like boom, I'm out.
Now, hey, I know we're talking about boxes. I know we're talking about all this stuff. Is it possible, Bueller, that you have no big grails left to get now? You've got your 94. You got your 180. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at his face.
Yeah. You're just saying that to egg me on because you have one of my grails I want.
Which was this?
The giant size X-Men is the one.
Oh,
come on. He knows exactly what he's doing, everybody. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm not stupid. Come on.
You got some huge books these last couple of weeks. Steve Whiting is awesome. And then where did I can't remember where the 94 came from. I'm sorry. I'm blanking right now.
The 94 came from another Steve called Steven Spock.
Oh, Steven Spock.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that is just awesome, though. That is just too cool, man.
I got more books today sent to me as well.
No way.
That was they're nice. I mean, honestly, any books that people send to me, I cherish very, very much. So whether it's
of course
a 94 or it's a shiny cover, because people love to send me shiny books. I mean, I get packages full of shiny covers, and it's just fantastic. But it's like my son went to the door today, and he's like, "Oh, it's Christmas again, Dad." I'm like, "Oh, come on, it's appreciated because they come from." I get a lot of stuff sent to me from people that you might not know, type thing, because there's a lot of people that watch my stuff, and it means the world to me. So I'm very blessed and lucky and very appreciative of all that stuff.
Well, and I've known, like, as long as I've been watching your channel, I've known how 181, 94, Giant Size, I've known what those books meant to you, and you and I have even talked privately about, like, how can we get there and what kind of things could we do, and to see the reaction from you getting those, it was too cool.
Yeah, it was when Steve told me about the 181, that he didn't have that. He went and bought it.
Oh my God.
He went out and bought it, like, on eBay, like, recently, type thing. And it's one thing to have it in your collection and maybe you got a really good deal. It's another thing to go out and spend the money to buy that book and then to gift it to somebody. That's a whole nother level.
I thought for sure one day you'd end up with Tony Sanders' sketch variant.
I think I get the hashtag "You're off the hook, Tony" is what I put on it. I put it in his live stream the other day, so that was pretty cool.
Okay, so sorry, back to JP. We're doing boxes.
I will say, you guys see Bear Island's comment that he needed to be friends to people named Steve?
Yeah.
There's some good Steves out there.
Yeah, apparently. So, like I said, they just go together just like the regular cardboard boxes. And so, yeah, lid, same thing. Just folds together just like the regular cardboard. So
I will say this, and I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I might come off a little biased, obviously, because I'm kind of connected with these guys, but I'm not a fan of plastic boxes.
Really?
Yeah, they gave me a couple of them, and they're just not really for me. I like the old cardboard white boxes, and I kind of like the little decorative boxes as well. But I have like a white one and a black one, and they're nice. But I probably personally I would probably just stick with the regular cardboard. Maybe I'm just used to it. So
yeah, and I don't know that they're. I mean, like I said, it's really just a cardboard box made out of plastic.
Yeah,
is really what it is.
Yeah.
To me, like I like the fact though, like I said, that like I deal with. Here in Missouri, we do deal with the recluses really bad. They love cardboard.
okay.
So that's to me is an advantage of trying to get away from the cardboard a little bit. And then I so far I've been most impressed by these handles. I really so far just in my initial impression is the handles are to me like the best part. Though according to John, I'm putting them in upside down, but I'm using the.
Well, Bueller and I debated that, and I went with what he said.
I've been told there's no right or wrong way for the handles. It's whatever you prefer. That came directly from the people there at Max Pro Supply.
Okay, well, I just did. They had the pictures on their boxes, so that was the way I was doing it. But, gotta get it.
I'm gonna stay just a little bit longer, but the family's going for a walk, so I'm gonna jump in and join him here in just a sec.
No problem, John. I'm gonna get to
But I'll say, as far as plastic boxes go, I've mentioned, for me, I've done garage storage at different times, and I wanted to avoid things that would deal with moisture.
Right.
And then we have, at least here in California, we got the what they're called silverfish, and they like to move into the plastic.
Right.
These little bugs, and the more you can keep things like plastic, it keeps them away from the paper. That's just for me.
Yeah. No, I get that. So, well, I'm almost done with the boxes here anyway. I'm going to go just talk about the other stuff I grabbed and pull out a couple of the Max lights. And
you got some of the bags? Right on.
Yeah, so I got, so the boxes are all together. I got some of the dividers, just the regular white ones.
Yeah.
And then I got Max lights. I tried the Max lights for current books. And then I tried their regular poly bags.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try the Max lights. Another thing, a divider.
I'm curious, how much are the boxes, the plastic boxes?
Like $10.
Okay.
Yeah, so or 9 something, I think, when you order, and I ordered 5, so I wasn't to a bigger discount yet. And then I got some Silver Age Max lights.
Nice.
And then regular boards. But then I also tried for the Silver Age ones. I got some of their thicker 56 point.
Oh yeah.
Boards. Going for the Silver Age books and that kind of stuff, and some of my more valuable stuff. I kind of want to compare like the thicker board with the Max Light Silver Age to like.
I noticed that with those boards and the Silver Age, the Max Light bags, it's really tight. I mean, it's very tight. I mean, I was able to do them because I did my the 181 and 94. I put those in a silver Max Light with those boards, and it was. I mean, it's like it's really tight. So, but I mean, it's good. It took a little bit of effort, but once it was in there, it looks amazing. But I was curious about that.
That's the regular backing board, just the normal backing board.
No, for the thick silver ones. I think
okay.
Yeah, the 56 point, I believe you have. Or is it 56 or
56?
Okay.
So because they're even thicker than a fullback.
Yeah, they're really thick. They actually, honestly, I think they work better with a regular Silver Age bag.
Max Light.
Yeah, because the Max Lights are just a little bit more. They don't have that give that a regular bag does type thing. But I give it a shot. But I'd be curious because I literally just bagged them. They gave me 100 of those, and I just redid a bunch of mine, and put them on that wall that I'm using now. And but they're really tight, so I'm curious to see if they work for you. But you should get the color dividers, man, because the color dividers have the little logo down at the bottom. The white ones don't have it.
Do you notice that those like almost touch the lid of the box though when you put the lid on? I feel like the ones with the writing spots on the top just barely. Although I guess you're not using lids, so
I don't use lids. I'm lidless.
That's the thing. I put the lid on and put another box on top, and I think it puts a little pressure.
So
look at this shirt. How many do you have? Yeah, I can't believe you haven't sold them all already. I should just get on it.
at least
I have one extra large left, John, and I have two XLs.
I thought I saw your post today that you were almost out or something. So
I didn't get very many. Actually, my sister got them for me. She just kind of did it on her own, and she just ordered like 10 shirts, and I'm giving a couple away. I'm sending one to Steve Whiting. Steve Whiting gets one,
he better.
Sam, of course, he gets one, and then this one's obviously mine, and then the rest of them I'm just gonna sell, and whoever gets them, that's the first wave. Now, whether I do more shirts, I don't know. I don't know if it's something I do again or change it or whatnot.
It's expensive merchandising, all that stuff.
It is, and like I was asking my sister how much they cost, and it really is. They were pretty expensive because she only got like 10 of them done. Now, if I get a lot done, that's a whole nother story. It can save some money, but
then you're stuck with them.
Do I want a bunch of these shirts hanging around? So right. It's kind of the yin and the yang on that one. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe Christmas time I'll kind of go a little more heavy on them.
All right, I'm gonna go, JP.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me for a little bit.
All right.
If you guys are still on when I get back, I'll jump back in again. Bueller's nice saying I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
All right, John, be careful. Don't talk to strangers.
Walking is tough.
Look both ways before you cross the street.
Yeah. Later, John.
So this is one of the few Silver Age books I got. I just got this from Mr. Miracle's giveaway.
Oh, nice.
So it went in there pretty good.
It did?
Yeah.
Is that the thicker board?
Yeah, this is the thicker board.
Okay. Oh, wow. That did. Huh. Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, and this is just the silver max lights. But no, I'm pretty happy with the way that fits in there. And boy, those are clear.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. My dryer's going off. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're okay. So yeah, if you compare that to, I'm not going to do some of the other ones that he sent me live because I'd be afraid that I might damage some of these. But just clarity, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that max light versus just a regular poly bag that he had those in. And yeah, I don't know if you can see how thick that board is. Yeah, you can. So those are stiff.
They are really stiff. I actually just rebagged and boarded all of my X-Men collection in the thicker boards. I mean, just regular issues, not even ones that are worth more than $1. But I just rebagged them and boarded them all in the new Max Light bags with the thicker boards. Just because, I mean, they gave me a bunch of them. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll take them. And I'll tell you this, man, I've literally bagged and boarded thousands and thousands of books with those Max Light bags over and over.
Yeah, all your Bueller boxes and everything else is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually go up there every other week and to their warehouse, which is just about 20 miles away. And every time I go up there, they give me a couple thousand bags and boards. So it's kind of nice.
So here is just a random book I pulled out that is in a My Light with just a half back. It doesn't have the full back.
Okay.
And I do think the My Lights are a little clearer, a little shinier, but it's definitely a step up.
Yeah.
From a poly bag without a doubt.
That's what I would say. I think they're kind of in the middle, but they're the same price as a poly bag.
Yeah.
And that's why I like them so much, because I know the My Lights are twice as much for half as many.
Yes.
And then the Max Light bags are 100 count for I think they're $4.49 for the regular and $4.89 for the silver right now.
They were both under $5.
Yeah. So I mean that's the same price as the regular bags.
For 100 Max Light current and the silver, I spent under $10.
Yeah.
for those. Not before your discount, before the dealer discount.
That's right. There you go. Save a little bit more money.
Yeah. So no, I am pretty impressed with these. I do like the thicker board.
Yeah.
And these, it actually, I feel like it's got plenty of space.
Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe that's just a slight, you know how bags will vary slightly in size from bag to bag. So
yeah.
You know, some of these are going to be maybe a little tighter than others, but for this particular bag, I thought it went in there really well.
Nice.
So no, I am pretty impressed with those. And I definitely am like, I want to actually I want to pull out a regular one and just see what it looked like, the regular with the current size goes into, because I got a book here that I was completely out of bags. I have some bags that like I've had some comic books I've had stuffed and stuff that like, please don't get bent because I have no bags of boards for you for like a week while I was waiting for this stuff to come.
Trust me, man. I've been there. I've you know, I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh man, I'm out of bags or boards, and it's like I just need a few. And like, do I want to drive up, you know, take the hour or whatnot to drive up and get them, or do I just want to go down the street to the local comic shop and pay $5? And so now I just grab more when I go there.
There you go. So these are just, yeah. And I've had their regular. I got some of the regular bags and their boards before.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed. I did feel like, for some of like my 90s comics, that like the current was a little small. I should have went with the regular, but that was me, not them. Because I did feel like they were a little tighter than say like what you would get with. Is that a current? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even know there was a difference in those two.
I didn't either until like an eighth of an inch, but it makes a big difference on some of those books. Well, it's still big enough, but they are like tighter than what you would initially expect.
Yep.
Like there's not a lot of like side room on those.
Yeah.
And see if I get this in here.
So you got over $100 for the free shipping?
Yeah, I was like, after the discount, I was like at 104 or something.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I was like, because you had to buy like one more thing in order to get so I actually did 2 packs of the dividers. So that I had plenty of room with the discount to stay over 100 to get shipping. But I mean,
if you're going to buy supplies in bulk, you know, you might as well save on shipping, because shipping can get expensive because bags and boards, they weigh a lot.
Yeah.
You know? And it's based on weight for the most part and stuff. So, I mean, if you're going to buy a lot, I always tell people, if you're close to that $100 mark, do it, because you're going to save some money on shipping because it's going to be free.
Yeah. And, you know, oh, I got something. Get out of there. Got a piece of dirt or something inside the bag here. But no, I do like I really like how clear these are. I do feel like I said, they're definitely a step up from a poly.
Yeah.
They're not quite as, you know, crystal mylar level, but they are definitely a step up for a poly for me.
So do you go to a local shop?
My local shop is like 45 minutes away, but I have not been buying bags and boards for them. Well, let me rephrase that. Because I have a pull, they give me free bags and boards for everything I buy new.
Oh, nice.
So, so I sort of buy bags and boards from them because it's part of the thing. So I don't have to keep a ton of bags and boards on hand. So that is nice. Okay, got that.
Well, I tell people, you know, if they want to save on shipping or whatnot, if they have a local shop, just tell the local shop to set up an account with them, and then they get stuff at wholesale price, you know, and the wholesale price is, you know, cheaper, you know, than hopefully that the comic shop sells them for the suggested retail price, which is what you pay on the website type thing. So I know a few shops have started picking them up and stuff, and that way they just order them through the shop, and then they go get them at the shop, and they're already there, so they don't have to worry about shipping or nothing like that.
Yeah, so I would have to say, like, I haven't pulled out the dividers yet, but overall, I am pretty pleased with my first impression of these Max Lights and those thicker boards. Now, the one bad thing is I only ordered these thicker boards are a little more expensive.
Yeah, they're more spendy.
So I only actually ordered 50 of these, so I don't have enough for like all the bags I got at the moment. But I don't have that many books that I'm going to put in like this heavier, that need this heavier protection, in my opinion. So, because like, I don't know that I'll actually do it. Originally, I was thinking about that I might actually like start moving some books around tonight, and people could see my sad collection. But I don't know that I'm going to get there because I know there's like some other stuff going on here starting at 9. One of my favorite shows, The Golden Guys, is starting on Comic Core. I love that show. Even though
right on. Yeah, they got some good people on there.
Collect Golden Age books yet, but I like to drool over the stuff.
I don't know if I have any Golden Age books really either. I mean, maybe a Twilight Zone book.
Yeah,
but I haven't really gotten into the Golden Age books just because it's not. I like collecting things from my time period. You know, like the stuff I saw in the '80s and the even the '90s for that part. I kind of enjoy the trip down memory lane that I remember seeing them, and a few older ones every now and then. But honestly, I'm a big '80s fan. That's my time period. So
yeah, late '80s through 2000s is for me is like that's when I remember reading originally. That was when I got into comics. And so, those stories are so many books, like, because I was out of it for so long, there's so many books that I don't have that are newer, but it's hard for me to prioritize like a Golden Age book that I think it's cool, but it's got a cool cover, but it's not necessarily a character or anything that I care about. So
the boy who had 7, Matt, he kind of agrees with me. The other part to it is I know more about that stuff, and obviously, if we're more familiar with that stuff, it kind of, I think we're just naturally drawn to the stuff that we know about.
Right.
And like for me, when I was a kid, it was Avengers and X-Men every single month. The Chris Claremont run, that's by far my favorite. And then I was a big West Coast Avengers fan. I loved the West Coast. They had the little 4-part miniseries. I think I read that little 4-part series like 25 times. I love that book.
Comic Books NYC says Golden Age is the best. You go, well, yeah, Kavi, we've seen your Golden Age books, dude. You know, you have a better Golden Age collection than I have a Modern Age collection, just like in terms of numbers and everything else. But let's see.
What is the cutoff for a Golden Age? I don't know if or what's the time period?
So somewhere in 56 is, I believe, when Showcase 4,
Okay.
First Barry Allen Flash is technically considered the drop off, but or the cutoff. That's considered the first Silver Age book.
All right. I don't have any of those.
Comic Books NYC says 55, so I was off by here. Okay. So he would definitely know because he actually collects that. Yeah, I don't have. Well, until I won Mr. Miracle's giveaway the other day and one of those Batman books, I didn't have a Silver Age book in my collection. So because, and I've told this story a bunch of times, but like when I collected in the 90s, I kept my books and I kept them in good shape, but I was just a reader. I would go get the books, I'd read them, and then I kept them. I didn't go look for older books or anything to get. So I never had anything that I didn't buy off the shelf new in my collection until the last year.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I was just, the first thing I was told about collecting as far as old books, I was told, look for the books without the barcode or the little symbol on it. That means that it's an old book type thing. So I would always like hunt through books, and I was like, 6 years old or whatnot. And I was looking for comics without the barcode on the bottom. And then I remember I found like a Kazam. I don't even know what it was, but I was all excited. It didn't have a barcode. I thought I just won the lottery. It was like $1 book.
Let's see. Computer and TV is about a minute. It's quite the lag. Well, yeah, I always have so much lag on here when I'm like watching the thing. I feel like people are way behind me. So you get the taller dividers, or the color dividers.
Well, they actually just kind of gave me a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And when I first kind of started there, but I kind of like the color ones. They're kind of neat. I think I would like to do like red for Marvel, blue for DC, and then like green for like independent or something like that, And so I think that would be kind of cool. And like I said, it has the little logo. You never see the logo because it's at the bottom of the box.
Bottom of the thing,
But the tab itself is a different color. You know, on the white ones, it's just a solid white cover. So I think they're the same price, and you get just
basically I think they're the same price. I didn't go with those mainly because John talked about them hitting the top of the box and kind of folding over.
Yeah.
So I just decided to try these white ones and see how they go, and they definitely will not be hit by the top of the box. I don't know how much they'll actually stick up over the comic book though, to know that it's. They are just barely above the comic book, enough that you can, not enough that you can really. I don't know if I can get it where you guys can see, but if I can get them even, but yeah. So they are.
Oh, okay.
Just enough that you can tell that you got a divide there.
Sure.
So not really enough that you can probably label them. If I turned it this way, you can it slid a little bit, but definitely enough that you know that you have a break.
Okay. So I'll show you my one. So this is the one for the colored ones, and then that's
so they stick up
flush right there. Yeah. So they're a little high, but it's kind of perforated right there. I don't know if yours is perforated on the edge, so they're actually meant to kind of bend down a little bit, I think.
Okay. So no, this is not. This is solid.
Okay.
Because it's definitely lower than that. Yeah. And
oh yeah, I can tell by looking at it.
Yeah. But I don't know. They do what I need. I've been dividing. My dividers right now are I need to reach into a back box so you guys can actually see. Or a piece of paper. So it's just a cut piece of paper. That's the way I've divided everything to this point.
Well, that's all right because I'm trying to find my old dividers. Here, let me see if I can. Here you go. Here's old school right here. It's 2 backing boards stapled together. So with a little that's it. So there's just 4 staples.
Yeah.
2 backing boards stapled together with one a little bit above the other one. That's what I was using.
Well, let's see. My biggest thing now is like I said, I just kind of wanted to show everybody what I got, give them my initial thoughts on the boxes and stuff. I'm pretty impressed. They're not, like I said, these are actually cheaper than the decorative ones that I've been buying.
Yeah. So do you buy the boxes in action ones, or do you buy the Marvel or the DC brand?
All of these are ones I picked up at my comic shop. And really it's been I have a little bit of DC, I have a little bit of Marvel, I have, I think, comics in action maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I've been buying them by theme.
Yeah.
So, I bought a Batman box and I put on my Batman title.
Sure.
And then
how much are those ones?
They're usually depending on the box, somewhere between 10 and 15, 15 high, more 10 to 12.
Yeah.
That's typically what they've been. But I got some Spider-Man ones, I got an Avengers one. So I've just picked up stuff that they've had and I've used it as themes to help me organize.
Sure.
But what I'd like to do is start moving series and stuff that I'm not actively adding to.
Yeah.
Like these, and then just leave these for stuff I'm just actively collecting and putting stuff in and out of all the time. And it's kind of what my plan is for that.
I could show you another box real quick here. Let me grab it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how far I'm going to go, but I will say that there's definitely no comparison dirty-wise between those and the plastic DCW boxes.
Okay, so this box is full of comics, so I mean, I can only hold it for a minute, but this is it's a Bueller box, short box, that thing. I don't know, it's kind of cool, but it's got a bunch of comics in it, so I can't really.
So is that their cardboard box, or is that a BCW one?
That's their cardboard box.
That's their cardboard box.
Yeah, and all the cardboard they're made here in Portland. We have a big, huge company called the Portland Cardboard or Box Company or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's where they get everything from.
So do they have like the fold-in cardboard handles, or do they have what's the handle situation like on their cardboard?
Yeah, it's just the fold-in. Well, no, there's no handle. I mean, there's no like thing that folds in. Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it's just the regular white cardboard box that we're all used to.
Yeah.
And they're pretty inexpensive on their thing. I think they're like $4 a box or something like that.
Yeah, they're not. Well, these were, like I said, these were $9 a box, 9 something.
Yeah.
So they weren't anything super expensive or anything like that. I mean,
I like the cardboard ones that are there's different colors. Like there's blue and red.
Yeah.
And I got I got a blue one, and it's supposedly the same type of material, but it seems stronger than the regular white ones. I don't know if it's the paint or whatever the dye they used, but I kind of like them. It seems like a little nicer box, but it's the same exact stuff, and I think it's the same price, but they're kind of cool looking.
Okay. No, I did not try the colored ones. I told John I went with the gray because they have white, black, and gray. And I feel like white and black, just like if you have a bunch of boxes, they just dominate a space.
Yeah.
Whereas I thought maybe this would not as much. It would kind of just be there, but not quite as dominant to like, whoa, look at all those boxes kind of thing.
Yeah. So these are Max Light bags with the thick boards.
Yeah.
But this is just like the modern.
Okay.
Or the regular, whatever. And so like I said, I went through and I redid all my X-Men books.
Oh, there you go.
All in there, and they look nice, man. I mean, they feel heavy, like they have weight to them because of the board. And with that the new Max Light bag, I like it. I was pretty happy rebagging all these things again because they were looking a little weathered.
Yeah, these boards are not cheap, but they are definitely sturdy. Like, I don't think anything would happen to this. Like, not that I would, but you could drop this thing, and I don't think, like, if it hit it on a corner, I don't think it's gonna like do anything.
No, they're very. Trust me, I dropped them. I dropped them, man. Not on camera that you guys have seen, but I have dropped them.
Yeah, the only difference between me and Comic Ed 84 is that I haven't been caught on video dropping them.
Yeah, I've dropped them and then stopped the video and reshot the video because I'm trying not to drop them on camera this year. That's my goal.
There you go. So yeah, I don't know that I have anything else. I mean, I guess I could hang out and like start moving some books around, but I don't know if anybody really wants to see that. So,
well, it sounds like you got a lot of work to do, man.
Well, it's going to be stretched out over a few days, but yeah, I'm trying to get some space back. I was getting to the point that like my boxes were getting full, and I was going to have to start doing something else anyway. So now I should be far enough ahead that I'm not going to have to do that for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna like get off of here. Thanks, man, for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm probably gonna put the Golden guys on and move books around while I'm watching them. So
awesome, man. I appreciate you having me on. That was fun.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely have to do something again sometime, Bueller. And I want to thank everybody that checked in. I don't know where we're at in the chat in terms of people. We had a bunch earlier, but I think we've been slowly losing a few. But I see Biggie Shack. I see Old Wolf. I haven't done a call out for a while. Boy Who Had 7. I
normally drive people away.
Yeah. They normally just don't come. So, Comic Books NYC. Thanks for showing up, man. Gino Benino. Who else am I missing here? I think that's most everybody that's been commenting. Thank Mr. Miracle, but I think he already left. He did. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Thanks to Bueller for joining me. Thanks to John. I know he had to take off with the girls. He knew he wasn't going to be able to stay the whole time. So hopefully, I don't know, gave you a little more information, my opinion about these. Obviously, as always, do what you want. Get the stuff that you like. I just want to give you I decided to go this way for at least give them a try. I'm fairly impressed so far. We'll see what I think after I've been using them, but I'll let you guys know if anything changes about my opinion or whatever. But as always, I just try to give a little information so that you guys can use to make decisions, whatever those decisions are. Thanks, Bueller, for joining me. Thanks for the 10% code. I appreciate that.
That's pretty cool, man. I'm glad everybody's using it and stuff like that. And they tell me they get orders every day with that code. So it's
really? Every day. That's amazing. Of course,
yeah, it's pretty cool, you know. And
so
I'm just glad that you know, like I said, they're a local company. I like helping out local companies and stuff like that, and they're seeing some business. The thing that they enjoy is, you know, they're mainly based on the West Coast, you know,
right.
And now since the Bueller code, they're shipping all over the United States.
Awesome.
And that means the world to them and stuff like that, because they're trying to get their name out there, and I think they're doing a good job. So
yeah,
I'm glad to be a part of it.
I've been pretty impressed. Like I said, I bought some regular bags of boards before to give them a try. And then I am so far pretty impressed with the stuff I got here. John and I talked a little bit about the one thing with the one box, or actually three of the 4 boxes didn't do it, or 3 of the 5 boxes didn't do it. 2 of them did. And I think that was maybe just a little flaw when those particular boxes were manufactured, but I don't think it hurts the sturdiness of the box any. I think it's just like so no, I'm pretty impressed.
Awesome, man.
I'm doing a Thanatos goodbye here because I started to say goodbye and then I went on. So,
is that what it's called, a Thanatos goodbye?
I call it.
That's awesome.
He's best at it. So I gave him a hard time one day that he just needed to start his goodbye because he said he needed to go for like 15 more minutes. I was like, just start your goodbye and it'll take that long. And then it's basically what he did, and it took the whole 15 minutes. So
yeah, there you go. That's the way it goes.
All right. Well, we will see you guys later, and thanks for joining me.
Later, everyone.